What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to KB in the World Series. That's right. If you've been watching all week, you will know that Boston has made it to the World Series. We still don't know who we're playing yet. Just about to find out. But you can see KB's playoff stats there. 4 home runs, 14 RBIs. And it looks like we're heading to San Francisco to take on the Giants in these 2021 World Series, Boston Red Sox versus the San Francisco Giants. Clearly, the NL has won the All-Star game, so we are starting on the road, and KB starting off with a bang, hitting one right off the wall out there, that brick wall. Able to get to second base easy. Guy's going to head around third, and KB gets an RBI double to start the game off, and that's how we like it. That is how we like it. KB starting off strong in these World Series. Let's hope he can have a fantastic series and hopefully win that MVP. KB would look very nice on KB's mantle and World Series MVP. But here we go, right down the pipe again. KB smashes one off the foul pole for a solo shot. So 2 for 2 starting off these World Series. KB on fire and feels very, very good after the struggle in the last couple series. Keeping those yellow shoes, hopefully that's the answer for everything. So looks like from now on when KB gets to the playoffs, he's going yellow shoes, baby. But here we go. Here we go. So Boston up pretty good right now. And hopefully can steal this game 1. And that'll give us some momentum going into back home in Boston. If we can just steal one of these, be like very nice. But here we go, 4-1 up, and KB grounds one out to second base. He's not going to be able to hit every single one, but Boston with a decent lead here. Now 4-2 into the 7th inning. KB swings at one way inside. They're able to get that force out at second, so nothing good there. But again, Boston with the lead. Now 7-3 in the 9th inning. Here's KB yet again. Smacks one into left field, but that one is caught. But we have a very, very healthy lead, and hopefully that is enough to win game number 1. And it is. Boston wins 7-3. KB 2 for 5 with a home run and 2 RBIs. So pretty good first game for KB, and really helping his batting average and whatnot. And here we go into game number 2. KB's up to a 250 batting average, which isn't really that bad in the playoffs if you really think about it. You're only playing maybe 7-8 games, so 250 average, not too bad. But here we go, game number 2. Man on first base for KB. Gets the fastball he likes, but hits a little chopper to the mound, thrown out at first base. If able to advance the runner, but again, your third baseman, you don't want him advancing runners. You want him driving in runs, so that's not any good. Here, down 2 strikes, have to swing at that questionable strike call right there. Not be able to put anything on that. That was a perfect pitch by that pitcher. Hoping just to foul it off, but unfortunately get a little bit too much of it. But here we are, bases loaded. KB with another little chopper. Thrown out at first base, but able to get that runner home for an RBI, so that's not too bad. So Boston up 5-1 now in the 7th inning. KB tries to sneak one through third and first, but unfortunately gets that thrown out at first base or second base on the force out. So not a very good game so far for KB, but Boston is winning 5-3, which is good. And we end up winning 6-1. KB goes 0 for 4, but gets an RBI. So not a very good performance in game number 2. But now we are coming back home to Boston, which is always KB's favorite place to hit. Good old Fenway Park. Giants versus Boston, game 3. Boston up 2-0. Huge game right now. If we can take this one, World Series is pretty much in the bag for the Boston Red Sox. So I already got a 2-0 lead in the first inning, which is amazing because KB's the third hitter. And the pitcher walks him. Didn't want any part of that. So on base for the first time. We already got a 2-0 lead in the first inning. Here we go again. Up 4-0 now. KB up for a second time. On the very first pitch, what is he going to do? He's going to smack one into right field. And that's going to clear the fence for a home run. So KB with a solo shot, extending Boston's lead here. And feeling pretty good about himself, you know. Has a walk and a home run in this game. Hit pretty well the first game, so trying to make that push to win the World Series MVP. That would be pretty huge for KB. Another little chink in the armor as far as all the goals and stuff that KB wants to accomplish. That would be one more thing he can add to his resume. A World Series MVP. But here we go. Boston just destroying now, 9-1. KB up yet again. And hits a no-doubter to center field. Beautiful shot. Way up there. Way up there. So KB with his second home run of the day. Another solo shot. Boston just cruising here in Game 3. And, yeah, as Tiger Man up there, whatever his name was, couldn't really read it, says, let's sweep these guys, which is now a distinct possibility because we're tearing them up in game number 3. And game number 4 is in Boston yet again, so very good chance that the Boston Red Sox could sweep the San Francisco Giants. That would be pretty interesting as well. So hopefully we can continue that. But what a monster shot by KB. Straight away center field, way up on those tarps. That's pretty freaking phenomenal. Here a low pitch in the zone, but KB able to sneak it past the pitcher. Get another hit there for a single. Advance that guy over to third base. So KB 2 for 2 plus a walk today. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Looking good today. Looking good. So after the struggles we've had in the first series and a half, KB comes back with a game like this. 3 for 4, 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, and a walk. Got his batting average up to 267 now. 7 bombs, 19 RBIs. Pretty remarkable stats for the playoffs this year. Obviously, the batting average isn't the greatest, but 267 is very, very respectable in a playoff run. So, not going to complain too much for that. The 7 bombs is really what helps, and the 16 RBI. I mean, that's pretty fantastic. So, here we go. Up 3-0 going into game number 4 at home. All we need is this win for the sweep and our KB's second World Series ring. Let's make this happen today, fellas. Let's make this happen. So here we go. First inning, man on first. KB up the plate. Smokes one into left field over there. Able to advance the runner just a bit to second. That was hit on such a line. There's no way the guy could have made it to third. But another hit for KB. This one was a beautiful line drive shot. Fortunately went right to that left fielder, so no advancements on the runners, but on base safely. And then the very next at bat for KB, hits a hard ground ball right up the middle for a second hit of the day. 2 singles, beautiful shot by KB. And yeah, KB feeling it today. I turned on base running and fielding for this last game just to make sure. Well, I figured this would be the last game, so going to make a steal there, but the guys walked at first base. So now we're going to get the steal sign to steal third. In a 1-0 game, they're asking KB to take third base. So high pressure right here. Third base is not the easiest to steal, especially with a left-handed batter in the batter box. So the catcher has a perfect opportunity to throw KB out, but KB gets a beautiful jump and takes third base, steals third base. Amazing. So gets a stolen base also in the World Series. It might have other stolen bases, but the computer was doing it before. But here we go, still only a 1-0 lead in the 5th inning. KB gets jammed and pops one up. So unfortunately they're not going to get a hit. I'm not going to advance the runner. Hanging on to a 1-0 lead here in game number 4. KB pushes the coach out of the way. Says, I got to get back to the bench. But still, only a 1-0 lead here again. But KB able to sneak one past the second baseman. Guy trying for third base over there gets called out. That was a weak ground ball for that guy to be trying to get to third base right there. And then KB gets picked off. Trying to get to second base there and just doesn't get back in time. Gets thrown out. And here we go. KB. I don't know why this is still in here, but we're on the base right now. Actually, I do know why this is. 8-0, 1 out. Guy tries to lay down a little bunt, but able to get thrown out, and KB makes the catch over there at first base. 1-0 lead. We got 10 hits, and that's going to be enough to do it, ladies and gentlemen. The Boston Red Sox and KB have won the 2021 World Series. KB gets his second ring. Crowd is going crazy. Boston Red Sox do it again. And a magical run in these playoffs. You know, going 2 straight years and getting knocked out of the ALDS with the Tigers. Left KB a little bit bad taste in his mouth, but able to come over to Boston and help this team win a World Series. KB finishes with a .297 batting average in these playoffs with 19 RBIs and 7 home runs. Red Sox win, baby. Fantastic World Series for KB. Let's hope he can win that World Series MVP, and there it is. KB wins the AL MVP award for the year, the Hank Aaron Award, a Gold Glove at first base, and the World Series MVP. So a fantastic playoff run. Hopefully you guys enjoyed every minute of it and enjoyed the KB videos. What's this today? Thursday. So basically 4 days in a row of KB World or playoff run. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little treat for you guys. We'll get back to the swing of things on Monday, and you find out where KB goes after Boston. So appreciate all the love and support over the last few days, and hopefully that continues when I start some new adventures. All right, peace out, guys.